Respected Dr. Rangarajan garu, Krishnamurthy garu, Nagaswami garu, Professor Singh garu, Satyamurthy garu, distinguished participants in this conference, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed very thankful to the executive committee of our society for electing me as the president. And this I feel is indeed a very great honor bestowed upon me. And I take great pride in presenting my address to this August gathering. Detailed, I am going to talk to you in the afternoon, but briefly I will tell you what I would like to present in this conference. Before I start, I would like to pay my tributes to the founders of our society, namely G.P. Taylor, Richard Byrne. After he left India, he went to Oxford and he was knighted. And Mr. Neville, Dinamalar, Whitehead, who was knighted again in England, and H.N. Wright, who constituted our society at Allahabad. You all know that on 28th of December 2010, and what they said was, why are they making our conference? This society was for encouragement, advancement of the study of Indian numismatics. And they also noted that coin collecting in India up to that time was haphazard, and they wanted to make foundations for a very scientific study so that we can rebuild our past history. And as per my talk, I selected a subject, Satavahanas, and who started from Deccan. And the other day, I have seen a historical map made by the Princeton and Oxford universities. At 1 BC, Satavahanas were ruling 1/3 of our country. In 200 AD, they were ruling half of India. Only northern borders were the Kushans, and western part were the Kshatras. But even though it was such a great, illustrious dynasty who ruled for hundreds of years, they brought back our Vedic Indian culture. But everything about them was controversial. Well, coins tell them they are Satavahanas. Inscriptions call them as Satavahanas. But Puranas only call them as Andhras. So, confusion. Why different names and so on? And when did the rule begin? And some say that they ruled for 460 years according to the Puranas. But most historians say that no, they didn't rule that long and so on. So there's a controversy about how long their rule lasted and so on. And another thing was Puranas, they mention about 30 kings. But many of the kings who are listed in the Puranas, we don't find their coins. But we found coins of kings of Satavahanas who ruled. So we have to make a fresh genealogy of this dynasty and so on. Another interesting thing about them was that they issued coins, lead coins, and lead coin technology was perfected in Deccan. And not that lead was available in plenty in our country, neither in the past, neither today. We don't have enough lead. They were importing lead from the West and so on. And what was this metallurgical knowledge they had to make the lead? Even after 2000 years we find them, they are so good and so on. So there are a lot more needs to be done. Just it is not enough to say that coin, whom does it belong to, what metal it is made of, what legend is there, what symbols are there. So we are looking at it in more way that what the chemical composition is there and what kind of ores that were available in the past and what technology that was available and so on. One fact you will be thrilled to know that is that lead as it is available anywhere, anywhere, Zawar, Rajasthan, Ragni-Gundala or anything, it contains 4 to 5%. They make it a concentrated lead. Then they purify it. And Indus Valley lead artifacts were pure to 99.7. And even today, we can't improve upon that. And similarly, lead coins, which were available in Dhulikat excavations, again, they were more than 99.56 pure and so on. So this knowledge, this metallurgical skill and so on, they were making the best steel in the world 2000 years back, wood steel, commonly made in South India and in parts of Telangana and so on. And how to find out what ores were used, what technology was there. So we were looking at it in the afternoon. I am going to talk to you a little bit more about the studies which we did with the chemical analysis, lead isotope analysis, X-ray diffraction studies and so on. And also at the same time, it was our tradition as a presidential address to last 20-25 years, what has all happened and so on. So I'm going to talk to you about Kotlingala excavations, coins which were found, and also Sanati excavations, some new coins were found, Satavahanas. And again, the problem is that how to fit in those who are not mentioned in the Puranas and what new coins were found. Thank you.